Slurry and digestate spreading is an important part of the agricultural year for many farmers and agricultural contractors. In this video, we'll be taking a look behind the scenes at Agro-Service Gröden and getting up close and personal with their most important tool, the Holmer Terra variant. We start the day of filming at the Saxony Association of Milk Producers headquarters in Kvesa, just 35 kilometers to the north of Dresden. The Agro-Service Gröden team is set to spend almost 2 weeks here, taking care of the spring fertilizing with the Terra variant before the maize sowing starts. This column is headed up by Christian in the Terra Variant 585. This trained farmer joined the team 6 years ago. Agro-Service Gröden has been working closely with the Milk Producers Association since 2018 and sees to all their slurry spreading work. Christian is familiar with most of the fields here and their access routes, which makes a lot of processes much easier. In addition to the fertilizing before the maize sowing, they are also here after the forage harvest. With around 95% of their jobs, the agricultural contractor also takes care of all the logistics with their own vehicles. In this particular case, however, they are using the combination provided by the farm. In the past, the customer spread the slurry themselves with an Annaberger tanker. But wet springs, like in 2024, have proven that machines like this simply cannot keep up with the sheer power of the self-propelled Terra variant, which is equipped with wider tyres. The dairy farm has 1,200 dairy cows, plus another 1,100 or so animals that are used for fattening and breeding. The cows are milked in a rotary milking parlour, and the farm covers a total of 1,500 hectares. Agro-Service Gröden actually has 2 Terra Variant 585s in their fleet. The managing director and trained farmer Konrad Vollfeld took over the business in 2018, together with a colleague. The services they offer are mainly to do with spreading slurry and digestate. They work with around 40 customers in a 65-kilometer radius that covers northern Saxony and southern Brandenburg. Agro-Service Gröden have been using Holmer spreading equipment for almost 25 years. According to Konrad Vollfeld, the secret to this long and successful partnership with the robust and easy-to-use vehicles is the dedicated service centre and their excellent relationship with the Holmer factory. Holmer's first attempts to produce a corresponding carrier vehicle were in the 1980s. After producing several early prototypes, they finally released the Terra Variant 420 in the mid-90s. Here at Farm World TV, we were lucky enough to have the opportunity to film the very first 420 that rolled off the production during a shoot near Augsburg 4 years ago. The MAN engine has an impressive 420 horsepower, but it is positioned behind the cab. This vehicle was built in 1996 and has clocked up an impressive 9,300 operating hours since then. Each year, the team at Volk Farm in Jütersburg use it to spread 10,000 to 12,000 cubic meters of slurry. In terms of spreading equipment, Holmer was already working with Zunhammer when they brought out the first Terra variant. The Terra Variant WA, the successor, came out in 2000. The WA in the name indicates that the 21 cubic meter tank structure can be replaced with a fertilizer spreader, seed tank, or grain bunker. We even managed to find some recordings of the WA in use in our archives. WA was followed by the Terra Variant 500 in 2007, and then, soon after, by the 600, both of which marked an important step towards the current design of the vehicle. For example, the design of the cab shows that the developers tried to create a synergy with the company's beet harvesting equipment. Agro-Service Gröden's fleet also features the subsequent Terra Variant 600 Eco, which was released in 2013. The self-propelled machine works between 1,500 and 2,000 hours each year. They avoid taking it out on weekends, but it can be difficult to get all the work done if the team is not working in 24-hour shifts. The beefed-up sound of the V8 Mercedes-Benz engine, with its almost 16-litre capacity, is particularly striking. The carried load as a vehicle concept is well established on the market. It is often the case that the Terra Variant has to refill around 120 times a day to keep up with the workload. Suction pipes with a 10-inch diameter and powerful pumping technology from Vogelsang help to keep dwell times on headlands to a minimum. Most of the tractors used for supply logistics at Agro-Service Gröden in recent years have been replaced by MAN agricultural lorries. To work out how many vehicles are needed for a crew, they look at the size of the area to be worked, the pumping capacity at the warehouse, the driving distance, the quantity to be spread, and the implements to be used. In spring, the spreading performance per self-propelled slurry spreader sits at around 140 cubic meters an hour. Later in the year, this amount usually decreases to around 100 cubic meters per hour due to the lower spreading quantities. With this customer, the fields are prepared with a 6-meter disc harrow before the maize sowing is done. This is then followed by a John Deere 7R and plough in the next step. With regards to the field structures in this region, Agro-Service Gröden works on fields ranging from a ½ hectare to 100 hectares in size. The Holmer factory is located in Eggmühl, just to the south of Regensburg in Bavaria. The 500th Terra Variant rolled off the production line in spring 2024. Around a third of all the machines that they produce are exported. Most of them go to nearby countries in Europe, but some are sent as far afield as Canada and Ukraine. To meet as many customer requirements as possible, Holmer introduced a smaller series, the Terra Variant 435, a part of a new design line in 2017. With an empty weight of just 16.7 tons, the vehicle is primarily aimed at smaller structures. Another addition to the Holmer family is the Secat Flex SL slurry hoe, which is equipped with a sliding frame and camera control. It comes with either 8 or 10 rows. This hoe can be used to spread clean strips of slurry that are not then mixed in with the soil. At the same time, the soils are aerated and weeds removed, just like with a standard hoe. In terms of software, in the latest generation of the Terra Variant, Holmer has combined the vehicle control system and the operation of the slurry equipment in a single terminal. The final assembly is done in the Zunhammer factory, which is just 2 hours away by car. At this stage, the tank, suction arm and pumping unit, including all discs and the header, are added. Modern self-propelled slurry spreaders are really high-tech machines that can be used to spread farm manure properly. In addition to ensuring precise spreading quantity control, the NIR sensors help to measure ingredients and GPS route tracing. In addition to the Terra Variant 435, Holmer is also adding the 650 model to the programme. The most powerful variant ever built is also used by Agro-Service Gröden. In addition to the classic work with the disc harrow, in mid-May the self-propelled machine is switched to narrower tyres to spread slurry in existing maize fields. In the early stages of their development, maize crops have particularly high nutrient requirements. An important developmental step for the Holmer engineers was making the switch from a power shift transmission to a continuously variable drive. The new gearboxes, which have been designed specifically for the agricultural sector, are from Kessler & Co. In the almost 30 years that the Terra Variant has been on the market, the vehicle has developed continuously, while still staying true to its basic concept. Just like with the first vehicles in the 90s, the crab steering and wide Terra tyres ensure that the variant works effectively and without damaging the soil. In this short film, we've given you an insight into the technology behind these powerful giants and have shown you them at work. In the video description, you can find a link to the video we shot on the beet harvesting world record, where the Terra Variant and its multi-bunker structure played an important role. We've also added links to the first and second parts of our video series on Martin and Toyner agricultural contractors, which focus on Holmer self-propelled machines. You can also find a wide range of photo galleries of both new and old Holmer machines in our media library, www.farmworld.tv.